Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be taking you step by step on how I achieve this look. So without wasting time, let's get into it. So the first thing I do after cleaning my face is apply hyaluronic acid, and I don't know why the products are not showing clearly, but I'm going to be calling them out so you know what I'm doing. So I just apply 2 or 3 drops and massage that into my skin, and then I'm going in with the omega water cream, which is a moisturizer from Inky List, and I'm just applying that on my face, massaging it into my skin. After this, I apply an eye cream under my eyes to ensure that under my eyes are properly hydrated. You can also use your moisturizer for this if you do not have an eye cream. And then I go in with this liquid highlighter because I like the effect that it gives. It just makes it makes my skin glow. You can sometimes I put this in my mix it into my foundation, but today I just applied it directly. And then I'm applying a primer from one size, and I'm just applying that on my forehead, my brows, the bridge of my nose, and my chin, because I don't want those areas to have any oil. And then I go in with this first serum spray just to complete the hydration process, let that dry, and look at how yummy my skin looks. So now I'm applying the Danessa Myricks blurring balm. I like how my skin looks after I apply foundation whenever I use this product. It's so good, I love it. So I go in with my Nars foundation in Marquises, and this is the Nars soft matte, and I'm applying it with a brush, just pressing that in to my skin, and look at the difference between this side and the other side. So I go ahead and apply the foundation on the other side of my face, still using that brush. After that, I go in with my beauty sponge to press that in and give me the flawless look that I want. So after this, I'm going in with my concealer. I'm using the Loreal concealer, and it's the infallible 24-hour full wear concealer in 415 honey 415. So I use that first, blend that in with this fluffy brush. After doing that, this is just to I'm going to apply 2 different shades of concealer, and that's because I did not color correct. So this is the second shade of concealer, and this is the elf concealer. It's a little bit brighter than the one that I used before. So while I'm letting it sit a little bit, I'm contouring my face, and I'm using the Juvia stick foundation in Katsina and a very dense brush to blend that in. After blending it in, notice how I'm blending. I'm not moving it around, I'm just blending it exactly where I placed it. So I also go back in and apply my blush. This blush is from Danessa Myricks. It's also the Yummy Skin Blurring Blush or something. I'm going to put it in the description box, but I like how it looks when I apply it on my skin. So after applying that, then I'm blending out the concealer that I applied, and still using that same fluffy brush. You can use a beauty blender. Sometimes I go in directly with a beauty blender, other times I use a brush. I find that using a brush first gives me more coverage, but I still eventually go back with my beauty sponge, because the beauty sponge just brings everything together. It blends everything seamlessly. So on days where I use a brush, I still go back with my beauty sponge, which is what I'm doing here. Just tapping that, blending out all the areas, and also making sure that there's no demarcation between where my blush stops and where my highlight, or where my highlight stops and where my blush begins. Yep. So during the course of blending out my concealer, my blush moved a little bit, so I'm just trying to intensify it by applying a little more. And after that, I start setting my face. I'm using this small fluffy brush and my Laura Mercier, actually no, my Huda Beauty setting powder. So I just pick a little, dust off the excess and apply it in areas that I highlighted. And now I'm applying my powder all over my face. I use the Sephora powder in 60, ebony 60. So for my brows, I'm not really going to show, like, this is not an in-depth video on brows. I have a video on my channel on brows. If you're interested, you can watch that. But in this video, I'm just going to like quickly go over my brows after outlining and drawing it in the shape that I want, which is basically following my natural eyebrows. I then start to fill it in with light strokes, and then I use this angled brush to clean it up with the same concealer that I used to highlight my under my eyes. And then I go in with this small dense brush to brush that, blend everything in so that you just don't have like a harsh line there looking at you. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. And then I go back with my spoolie and just brush the beginning of the brows so that it still looks really natural. So right now I'm baking, and I like to do this before I apply my eyeshadow so that it catches any eyeshadow fallout that, you know, drops when in the process of me doing my eyeshadow. So for my eyeshadow, I applied a primer first, an eyeshadow primer, and then I'm going in with this orange eyeshadow as a transition color, and I'm using a fluffy brush. And notice how I'm holding my brush. If you don't hold it, if you hold your brush lightly, it would make your application more smooth. Like, it makes it easier for you to apply your eyeshadow. Don't hold it too tight. So now to add depth to my eye, I used the Juvia's Place I Sculpt Eye Magic something something. That eyeshadow, that palette is actually their brows palette, but I like the shades in it, like the deep shades, which is what I used here. So I just applied it. I kept applying the black. It's kind of like a black color. Apply it, go back, blend, apply, blend, and that's just what I kept doing until I achieved the black eyeshadow. Then I applied a lighter color on my eyelid. The color I used was from the One Size palette. So now I just line my eyes with my black eye pencil, and I'm smudging it with that same color that I applied, like the same color from the palette that I applied on my eyelid. So that's how I got this eyeshadow look. Now I'm applying my blush, going over it with my powder because I don't want any harsh lines. I'm applying my mascara, and then I'll go in with my lashes. After applying my lashes, let me wait so that the video catches up with my voice. Okay, so now I'm just going over my lips, and I'm using the iMagic lip palette and just using the brown shade there with a small lip brush to line my lips. And then I go back with the MAC Chestnut lip liner to, you know, add more depth. And after that, I apply another shade. It's kind of like a nude shade from that same iMagic lip palette. And when I get the desired lip that I want, then I just spray my face, apply lip gloss, and then I'm done. This is what this final look looks like. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If there's any video you want me to make specifically, let me know in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.